Alright, what's up YouTube? What's up sports fans? It's Billy B, back with
I Live to Win.
Alright, we're going to talk about topics that are trending today. So, without further ado, I Live to Win's going to talk about the first one.
Alright, so one of the topics that's trending here, especially because we are in Philadelphia, I say that almost every video I feel like, but I have my Flyer shirt on here today, and this topic is going to be about the Flyers, basically. Ilya Bryzgalov, I think his name is. Bryzgalov. I don't even want to say his name. See, I take the time to learn these players' names when they actually do something. So for now, he's Bryzgalov to me because really, I mean, what do I know him for? I know him for sucking really bad, eating up a lot of money. Most recently, he says he needs to find peace with himself to play in Philadelphia. You need to find peace with yourself to play in Philadelphia. Do you really mean that you need to not suck?
You know what you need to do? You need to stand between the pipes and block the goddamn puck. That's what you need to do.
You need to do something better. I'll tell you that. Whether you need to find peace or whatever you need to do, you need to just not suck, buddy. Okay, that's what you need to do. Once again, a Philadelphia team has paid a guy too much money, and they suck. You know, the Sixers did that years ago when they picked up Elton Brand and Andre Iguodala. Well, they didn't pick him up. I mean, they picked up Brand in free agency, but they had Iguodala, and they handed them both a bunch of money, and they overpaid them for what they do. Mm-hmm. Finally, this year, Andre Iguodala has decided that he's not going to try to take over the team and be a superstar. That's another video. Finally, Iguodala, though, is not. He realizes what he is. You're not a star, buddy. You're a mid-level player that can play defense. Okay, thank you. Glad you realize that. But once again, Philadelphia has done this, and we're stuck with this guy. His contract is 9 years long. Who signed someone for 9 years long? What is wrong with you guys here?
They took a page out of the Islanders book. They signed their goalie for 15 years, and he doesn't even play.
You know, I mean, can't they learn from past mistakes? Let's sign guys 2-year deals or 3-year deals. Okay, let's let them earn the money. But anyways, Bryzgalov, you know, I'm going to call him that for now because, like I said, I don't care to learn his name because he sucks. And hopefully, Bobrovsky, who is our backup, will actually be the starter because he's actually better than Ilya. I'll just say Ilya. But yeah. So and another point on this topic is the fans ripped him. They let him have it the other night. They just booed the shit out of him. And JVR, James Van Riemsdyk, who's an exciting player on our team, he actually came out and said, well, the fans shouldn't boo him because it's not one person that plays this game. You're right, it's not. But when the goalie's letting in terrible goals, I mean, it is him that's doing that. You know, it's not you or the team. So, you know, I don't know what your take is on it.
Well, I'm going to call him Briz, but
it's a good idea. Yeah.
I understand he played in Phoenix. Phoenix is not a hockey town. He doesn't have any pressure there.
Laid back city. I
mean, you're going to sign a 9-year, $51 million contract, whatever. I think that's what it was. You're coming to Philadelphia. You know it's a great sports town. You know it's passionate. What do you expect? You know you're coming to this town to play hockey. You know we're crazed. You know we want a championship. You know we want a Stanley Cup. You know that if you don't do well and you don't, I mean, it's not even about, you know, sucking a little bit. This is beyond awful.
This is epic sucking.
Like, I can't believe what I'm seeing. I can't imagine how many games I've watched where the Flyers score a goal and within the next minute, a shot from the blue line will go in without even a screen, without a deflection, anything. Like I feel like I could save half the goals that go in.
Me too.
It's beyond ridiculous. I mean, what do you expect by coming to this town? So I just don't understand how he expects to sign that contract and not get booed when he's not doing well. Like you know when you sign that dotted line to play here, you should expect that.
Google is your friend, Ilya. Google what it's like to play in Philadelphia.
If you didn't want the pressure, don't sign the contract. When you sign that dotted line, you've pretty much signed up for that.
Yep.
I mean, I was not in favor of signing him. I like Bobrovsky.
Neither was I. I mean,
I think he just got tired last year. He was a rookie. He never played more than I think 30 games was the most Bobrovsky's ever played in a season up until last year, and he played I think 60 some. We made the playoffs last year, and he wasn't good at the end of the year, and in the playoffs, they had a carousel like they always do, and they pulled him, they brought up Leighton, and that was a shit show. And he just got tired, and I think they should have went in this year, gave him a year. They panicked. They signed Bryzgalov to be a top 5 goalie in the league, and he's playing like a bottom 10 goalie, and this is what they get. So
don't sign people to 9-year contracts.
They're stuck with him. hopefully the NHL, I think they're good. You know, the CBA's up. I don't know if they call it a CBA, whatever they call it in hockey. Their CBA's up after this year. If they sign a new one, they're thinking about having an amnesty clause in it. Hopefully
nice.
they have a clause that they can drop a contract. If they do, hopefully they can drop this turd.
Or David Stern might come to be the NHL commissioner, and he can veto the signing of Ilya.
Yes.
Retroactively. Come on, David. We're counting on you.
Yeah, so I read a story on this. If that does happen, this will become known as the Ilya Brizgalov clause. So I'm hoping it happens, because 9 years of this guy is just going to be hell for the Flyers.
Very true.
I mean, we'll see, but Flyers won't win a cup if this continues.
Very true.
All right, for our next trending topic, of course, Jeremy Lin. Lin's sanity. He starts for the Knicks, I think 10 straight games now. They're on fire. I think they won 8 of the 10 games that he started. He's, dropping buckets all over the place. I think he's averaging between 20 and 25 points a game, 10 assists. He's all over the place out there. Sleeping on couches. I think he finally just got his own apartment. What more can you say? I think first game Carmelo came back. They lost. Deron Williams decided to drop 38.
Looked like me out there.
Yeah, dropped an 8 3-pointers, a career record for Deron. Deron Williams wasn't having any of the insanity. So, what do you have to say about Lin's sanity?
Well, Jeremy Lin, a lot of people are wondering if he's for real, and mainly I think it's because they're not used to seeing a guy explode on the scene out of nowhere, and he's Asian, and they're not used to seeing an Asian guy do well. And
because Yao Ming, he was bad.
Well, Yao was, of course, very good.
I didn't think so.
I thought Yao was one of the greatest players of all time. And that is, when he was healthy, of course. When he was injured, obviously, he could play.
I thought he was stiff.
But I thought he was really good. I mean, if you look at his career averages when he played, he was like, I think it was 20 points a game, 10 rebounds a game. It was like 2 blocks a game. It's very good. There's not many Asian people in the NBA, and there really hasn't been that many. You've got like Yi Jingling, who's like another 7-footer. You had Yao Ming, who we just talked about, who was another 7-footer. You don't really see point guards, especially,
Absolutely.
or small forwards or anything like that are Asian, and there's not that many of them, at least. So I think that's another reason that it's kind of like sweeping the nation, so to speak. Plus, you had Tebow, Tebow Mania come in and sweep the nation, and now everybody's like, oh, well, Tebow's done, football's done. What do we talk about?
Yep.
Oh, look at this guy, he's like Tebow. He just comes out and wins, The Knicks stunk, and then all of a sudden they went on a roll with him, and, really... I think the biggest thing here is, and I want to really emphasize this, that I want to be the first to jump on the Novak sanity bandwagon. Because against the Mavericks, Steve Novak just went off out there.
Dropping threes like it's his job.
So I'm going to be the first to start Novak sanity. And you're going to hear about it on SportsCenter.
Maybe Novak Nation.
That's true. Steve Novak, Jeremy Lin, they're the real deal. They really should just bench Carmelo, because he came back and ruined everything. They lose when he comes back. Way to go, Carmelo.
Yeah, that's just... unacceptable.
Stay on the bench, buddy. The Nuggets got rid of you, and they got better.
Maybe Jeremy Lin should just step on his ankle and break it or something.
It's true. Now then Jeremy Lin would win MVP, because then the Knicks would probably actually go somewhere.
Yeah, I was looking at the standings. I was like, Sixers are in trouble. They're winning 8 straight games, and they're only 16-16 at that point. I was like, okay, they still have a lot of work to do to catch up to the Sixers, but now the Sixers are losing 3 straight. They're slumping a little bit. Sixers need to make a trade. I think, but...
Depending on what they can get.
Yeah.
I wouldn't just make a trade for trade's sake, because, on that topic, the Sixers just made a trade not too long ago, about a month ago, I guess, and they got rid of Maurice Spates, and Maurice Spates has since scored, I think his averages, I just read the last 3 games, were like 15 points, 10 rebounds a game, and the one game he had like 18 points and like 20 rebounds or something, so...
Yeah, it's not...
Couldn't get on the court with us. And we actually need a big man right now, because Spencer Hawes has been hurt, and so is Vujovic. I don't learn their names until they get, Philadelphia has a lot of weird names in our sports town, don't we?
Gotta learn their names.
I will eventually. I'll do better next time. I'll research it. When they do something.
They need to at least score 10 points for you to learn their names?
Pretty much. Like, I know Yager, Isn't that a start?
We do his thing at the end of our video.
That's true. Or is that Cena?
Make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe. Leave your comments below. Let us know if you have a topic that is trending in your area or news-wise that you think we've missed.
Anything you want to hear us talk about.
And we will see you next video.